All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is yours truly, the voice of wisdom, as usual, coming to share intellectual awareness with the people. Um, in case y'all wondering why my AC unit looks the way it does, it's because I'm staying inside a motel with the lovely Anastasia. This is our place of residency for now, but let's get into it. What I'm about to read is, I guess, a paragraph, an assignment that I just submitted for my English 110 class with Post University. And the submission just took place. But the content was great, and so I choose to add this to my channel. The topic at hand is why or why not should it be acceptable for companies to make it a mandate for employees to get the COVID-19 vaccine? There's no right or wrong answer to the question. It just allows our professor to get a personal understanding of our mental awareness. Now, I like the way I ended this because it touched bases with my content that I've been already prior establishing. All right. So my answer is it should not be mandated. And the reasons are as followed. Companies should not make it mandatory for their employees to have the coronavirus vaccine. People have the choice of what they allow in their bodies and the choice to decide what happens to them. It has been this way since the abolishment of slavery in the country of America. Most vaccines have a small sample of the virus embedded in them to help the immune system build a defense towards the virus itself. When the public asked about the COVID-19 vaccine having a sample of the coronavirus, there was no clear answer given. While researching the vaccine through the internet and making phone calls pertaining to the vaccine harvesting a sample, the public was still not given a yes or no, which led to the masses believing it does in fact contain the virus, therefore causing many people to refrain from receiving the shots. One of my sources of information, as you can see, highlighted and referenced, would be the CDC of America. For those of you who do not know what the CDC is in fact the public recognition, also known as for diseases, also known as the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Now, as referenced by the CDC, and I quote, the CDC said, experts are still learning how long the memory cells protect a person against the virus of COVID-19. Not only are they still trying to figure out how long it protects them against COVID-19, they're also trying to decide if it will even protect at all, quote unquote. Examples of the COVID-19 vaccines are the mRNA vaccines. The mRNA vaccines contain material from the virus that causes COVID-19. The material in the vaccine gives our cells instructions for how to make a harmless protein that is unique to the virus. After our cells make copies of the protein, they destroy the genetic material from the vaccine. Our bodies recognize that the protein should not, and I quote, should not be there and build up the white blood cells, T lymphocytes. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It's my first time actually encountering this word, but it's spelled T-LYMPHOCYTS. Excuse the breakdown in this video. As always, it's natural, it's raw, it's unrehearsed. It is what it is. I could sit down and go over this for 5 days and probably still have a pronunciation error. So I'm natural, I'm real, I'm raw. These proteins that are given to our bodies, which clearly, again, should not be there, are designed for the body to remember how to fight the virus of COVID-19 if we are infected in the future. Protein subunit vaccines, which is another form of vaccine to fight off the strands of COVID-19, include harmless pieces of the virus that cause COVID-19 instead of the entire germ. Once vaccinated, our bodies recognize that the protein should not be there, and build T lymphocytes and antibiotics that will remember how to fight the virus that causes COVID-19 if we're infected. The third vaccine would be vector vaccines. The vector vaccines contain a modified version of different viruses than the one that causes COVID-19. Inside the shell of modified viruses, there's material from the virus that causes COVID-19, which is a small sample of COVID-19, or part of a sample for COVID-19. Again, they're called viral vectors. Once the viral vector is inside our cells, the genetic material gives cells instructions to make protein that is unique to the virus that causes COVID-19. Using these instructions, our cells make copies of the protein. This promotes our bodies to build T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes that will remember how to fight that vaccine. And that was all quoted by the CDC, by the way. Again, you can look it up. The link to it, to be exact, I will actually comment on this video once I record it. But if you go to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention homepage and type in COVID-19 under the list of vaccines, it'll tell you things you need to know. It'll tell you about the immune system in the body, and it breaks down how the vaccine works, and then it goes into the types of vaccines for those of you who like to do your research. Now, back to my words. The information by the CDC clearly states that the injections given contains proteins and partial pieces of the virus will be administered and should not be in our bodies to begin with. With the public being denied access to the full understanding of the virus and only being told that there have been several strands of the virus and in each shot administered, the body's natural defense systems will enhance the white blood cells and other areas of the immune system to fight the virus, companies have no solid foundation to stand on. Due to this information and lack thereof, people who has never had a bad cold, such as the flu, mono, chickenpox, and other bedridden sicknesses that last longer than 24 hours period, have no reason to believe they will catch, let alone die from the mystery virus. Yes, the world understands for people with weakened immune systems, the vaccine could help and yet still no a proven fact stand, or several proven facts stand. Every person will not catch the virus. Fact. Some people already have outstanding defense systems against flus and other viruses. Fact. And even while having the vaccine, the virus, tongue tie. And even while having the vaccine, the virus, I have to go back and edit this for my class. Viruses, even while after having a vaccine, the virus with as many strands could possibly be fatal. Nope, don't have to edit. Sorry. Back to where I was. Let's start. Yes, the world understands for people with weakened immune systems, the vaccine could help and still be a proven fact. Oh, God. Let's not submit this one. Let's do that over. Let's end that.